every single live. Hey, Simple Box. Word up, y'all. Happy Thursday. Yes, we are doing a live on a very rainy Thursday this week instead of Wednesday. I'm going to wait for folks to find the live, and I'm going to start taking my nail polish off because I've gotten in the habit of doing my nails while live. And I have a ton of nail stuff today because I want to have fun with my nails today. Not that I don't have fun with my nails, but like today I want to have extra fun with my nails, and we'll see if it'll last. So I'll wait for people to find the stream before I really get going. Today's topic is going to be self-care while living in a van. Good morning, JR Dirty 530. How are you? I'm trying to really stick to topics from now on. Also, I'll show my nails now. They are orange with a bunch of gold glitter. Super pretty. I was just in Las Vegas for my best friend's birthday, and I thought that this was a very fitting kind of Vegas look. But I'm currently nowhere near Vegas and in a actual torrential downpour. I kind of hope you guys will be able to see, or I mean hear, the rain in this live because it is crazy outside right now. Hello everyone. People are finding the stream. What's up, y'all? I love glittery nails, but I hate taking them off. It's so hard to take off glitter nails. Hey Ozzy, Crystal Honda, Mara G, how are you guys? Rain is better than snow. Yes, I saw your picture, Ozzy. I got your email. That's wild. You guys got a big snow. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to do my nails and talk about self-care while living in a van, because that's a pretty essential part of living this lifestyle, in my opinion, is taking care of yourself and really prioritizing that, because this lifestyle can lead to some pretty lonely times or very dirty times. So taking care is important, I think. And so I thought I would share my routines and what I do to really take care, and little tips and tricks. Maybe we could all talk about what we do if we live in rigs, how we kind of care for ourselves and routines we may have. And I really want to stick on topic today if possible, but I always get off topic, so you know how it goes. Please come to Japan. I have been to Japan and I loved it so dearly, and I think about it all the time, and I really want to go back. Mara G said, how do you shower, and do you typically get ready in the van, or do you get ready when you go to shower? That's a good question. So how do you shower? So every day is so different for me because it totally depends on where I am. But regarding showering, I typically shower at Planet Fitness. I have a Planet Fitness membership, and if I'm starting my day with a shower, then I take a shower and then get ready in the van. But actually, let me re-say that. So I kind of get ready in the gym. So like I take my shower and I bring my clothes in, so I get dressed there in the gym, because I will say getting dressed in a little minivan where you can't stand up is kind of hard. So anytime I'm showering, I do take my clothes in, like the outfit I'm gonna wear for the day, and I get ready, like I get dressed in the gym. But then when I am done getting dressed and I've like blow dried my hair and all of that, then I come out to the van and I get ready in the van. So I'll do my makeup, brush my teeth, all of that, like in the van. I hope that answers your question. But again, every single day is different when it comes to showering. Sometimes I get the luxury of camp showers where it's like a large space and I fully bring my makeup in and everything and get ready in that bathroom. But it totally depends. Same with truck stop showers. I'll just get fully ready in that bathroom. But it again, like totally depends. Tammy Wade said, hey, Asia, how are you doing? I'm doing really good. Today, where I am, it is pouring rain, and I'm kind of liking it. It's very, very relaxing. I have to edit all day today, and honestly, this is like perfect weather to just hunker down and edit all day. And I also really want to finish a couple knit projects, so I'm feeling good and I'm loving the weather. Typically, I don't love the rain living in the van, but today I'm liking it. Let's see. Simplebox said, how has your self-care routine changed from the start of your van life journey compared to now? That's a good question. Let's see. Well, when it comes to girly things like that time of the month, I will almost always stealth camp for that week in a town and just stay by the gym or a rec center or somewhere where there's a very accessible bathroom, and I treat myself to eating out a little bit more than normal that week and just kind of baby myself that week if possible. And I did not do that at the beginning of living in the van. And what else has really changed? That's a really good question. I'm trying to think what could have changed from the beginning till now. I mean, routine-wise, like I wasn't set up. I didn't know the whole routine. Like the shower routine in a gym took me a while to get used to, because the most I'll ever do workout-wise in a gym is walk on the treadmill, but I prefer working out in nature, like going on a hike or something like that. So I don't tend to work out in the gym. Therefore, when I go into the gym, I just beeline for the like the locker rooms and shower. So, and it typically is after a hike or a big like skate sesh or something like that. I don't know. That's such a good question. Honestly, I don't think much has changed from the beginning till now when it comes to self-care, other than the like that time of the month stuff and prioritizing like being in a town or at least near a functional bathroom and or shower. Let's see what else people are saying. Have you tried using dry leave-in shampoo between gym visits? Yes, I love dry shampoo. I use dry shampoo often in between gyms. I love it. I take bird baths in a bowl until I get a real shower. Yes, that works really, really well. Oh yeah. Speaking of showers, when I cannot shower, for whatever reason, there's always a million reasons. Like I'm probably in the middle of nowhere. I will do a bird bath. Like my mom is in the live and she just said she takes bird baths, and I do that too. I'm also a big fan of dude wipes. I will just dude wipe the hell out of my body, and that works really, really well in my opinion. And then also, I just recently got a solar shower thanks to an amazing subscriber. I put a solar shower up on my Amazon wish list, and someone so kindly bought it for me, which is so awesome. That is changing the game for me with wild camping and having an actual shower out while I'm wild camping. I recently caravan with my mom for a couple weeks, and she has a solar shower, and I used it, and I was just sold immediately. So that's also been a big game changer as far as self-care goes, is having my own shower with the van, because for the last however many years, like 5 years, I've been on the road or living in the van. I haven't had anything as far as shower goes personally. It's just been dude wipes and like bird baths in my van until I can find a shower. And I've definitely broken camp before from a beautiful spot I did not want to leave because I just so desperately wanted a shower. But now that problem is solved now that I have a solar shower. So that's been amazing. Let's see. Hello from England. Sounds like you kind of nailed the self-care from the start. Thank you. I will say self-care is super important to me. Like generally, even pre-van life. What is your favorite brand of dry shampoo? Mother's. The Mother's dry shampoo is my favorite. Mara G said, do you do a lot of working out to maintain your weight? Also, are you more prone to buying out or do you cook in? The only kind of working out I really do is I love to go hiking and skating. I don't do the crazy skate tricks. I just cruise around. So that's like my most common form of working out. And then walking, I try, it doesn't always happen, but I try to get 10K steps a day. Also, you're more prone to buying out or do you cook in? I cook most of my meals, to be honest, because I feel like shit if I'm eating out constantly. Even if it's like healthy stuff, I don't know, there's something about cooking for myself. I feel way, 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 way better if I cook for myself. So most of the time I cook for myself, but when I'm on my period and having a hell of a week, I do tend to treat myself and eat out, and typically what that ends up being is pho. Like I love rare beef pho or soup, or I'll go to Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden's all you can eat soup and salad deal. That's my favorite. And I love sushi. I mean, I love sushi any time of the month. It doesn't have to be when I'm dying on my period, but yes. Cruising, yeah. I fell with you. That's awesome. So yeah, today's topic is all about self-care while living in a van. So if you guys have any questions about what I do when it comes to self-care, let me know. I was trying to think if I should prep for this video, but I think I can just like talk off the cuff about things that I do. For example, you guys see me do my nails almost every week on the live, and that's not just because I like to have to it's not just because I like having something to do with my hands while I'm live, although that is true. It's also because I do my nails every single week as a self-care thing. I personally love doing my nails. It's like a self-expression thing. It's like an artist thing for me. I love doing them. But also it feels like I feel more put together and better about myself weirdly when my nails are done. And I never go and get them done professionally. I just do them myself. Is Dad on troll duty today? It's looking like it. Someday I will remember to do subscriber only comments on lives. I did not remember to do that this time. Wow, that took me 13 minutes to get my nail polish off because of all the glitter. Olive Garden bread is literally the best thing I've ever eaten. I freaking know. I was just in Las Vegas this weekend with some friends, and one of my friends works at Olive Garden who was in Las Vegas, and I was asking her, I'm like, tell me the secret. Why the hell is the Olive Garden bread so damn good? Tell me why. And she said, probably just because it's slathered in butter. She's like, I don't even know. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. I think I'm going to put some gems on my nails today, but when it comes to the color, what color should I do? I have pink, I have lime, green, yellow, like a neon. Okay, so we have pink, neon, or red. Which one should I do? Pink, neon, or red? Wonder if I can put a question on this. Say what says pink. What else do you guys think? Pink, neon, or red? I need a couple more votes. Neon. Okay. Pink. Red. People are saying use all three. Maybe. Neon. A lot of people voted pink. I might do neon. Yeah, I think I'll do neon. I'll do neon. Why not? Damn, people want neon. Hell yeah, let's do it. I had a couple other questions too. What do you do to maintain your skin or dryness? Neon pink with light gold and silver glitter. That's a good idea. What do you do to maintain your skin or dryness? So, I'm a big fan of lotion. I lotion my whole body after a shower. And then I try to wash my face every single night. So that's kind of like my main way of maintaining skin and dryness. Obviously, everyone has different skin types and different like oiliness or whatever to their skin. So it'll just depend on you and what you need and whatever. But yeah, I wash my makeup off every night if I wear makeup, and I love lotion. It's pretty, for me, it's pretty simple, thankfully. Yeah, we're doing neon, guys. And then I think I'm going to put some gems on because I haven't done gems on my fingernails in a while. I even busted out my blue light or black light or whatever. So hopefully it'll really, really stick them on there, because my big problem when anytime I put gems on my nails is they just fall off like immediately, literally within the first couple hours. Fun fact, I got this nail polish, this neon nail polish in Reno, Nevada, one of my favorite towns, and every time I wear it, it makes me think of Reno. Gems will just fall off. Yeah, I know. We're hoping the gems won't fall off because I have this black light. So we shall see. And then I also have a clear coat. So I'm going to try and really get those suckers on here. Or they will just fall off like you said. I don't know. But yeah, do you guys have any other self-care questions for me? I'll try to think of other things I do that I can just like talk about self-care wise. And also, if you're rewatching this live after it's been posted, if you have questions, feel free and ask in the comments below and I'll answer them. Something else I do, since I do have the luxury of living in a van and working for myself, self-care wise, is I let myself sleep in, and I also let myself go to bed anytime I want. Most of the time, unless I have like a flight to catch or something like that, or actually something to do that's time restricted. But with that being said, what's kind of funny about me is I tend to go to bed very early, like literally 9 or 10 p.m. and then I wake up at around 6 naturally. That probably has a lot to do with the fact that I'm in a van and the sun starts coming up, so it wakes me up. But I kind of like that. I like waking up early and having a really long morning. Another routine thing that I like doing is I tend to journal every single morning with my coffee. So I wake up, I make my bed, and oh, that's another like self-care thing. I make my bed every single day. I kind of have to in the van to operate inside the van at all. And then I make my breakfast with some music, or I watch YouTube while I'm making breakfast, and then I make my coffee and I journal while I'm drinking coffee, and I love that. It's like a really nice cathartic self-care morning routine. I do not do this every single morning, but I try. I really like to do it. Can you guys hear the rain? It's pouring right now. Black lights help them stay. Yeah, weirdly, it's like a nail black light thing. Double coffee day, definitely. I accidentally timed out. Say what? Oh, no. I don't know how to restore them either. Uh-oh. Sorry, say what? Let's see. Oh, wait, I think I can do it. I don't know, maybe I can't. Okay, I can't figure it out. That's okay. New York right now has a fake storm. Next time you're in New York, let me know. Yes, I'd love to do a New York City meetup. I think that'd be fun. What's going on, Strange Days lady? What do you do for Old Spec for her care on a regular basis? That's a good question. Regular basis wise, I always check the fluids, the oil and coolant. That's something I always check and keep up on. I give her regular oil changes every like 5,000 miles, I think, something like that. I just did it the other day. And I also baby her. Like when I drive, I try not to hit bumps too hard. You guys would probably be shocked how slowly I go over speed bumps. Literally, I've never driven anyone in the van who doesn't comment on how damn slowly I go over a speed bump. I just don't want to break anything. It is a 35-year-old van. It's super old, so I baby her. I also give her breaks after a couple hours of driving. So like yesterday, for example, I drove for about almost 6 hours, like a little less than 6, so like 5.5, 5:45. And after 2.5 hours of driving, I stopped not only to like stretch my legs, but also to like let the van take a break. So that's another van maintenance thing that I prioritize and do. I think those are the main ones when it comes to the van. Where are you from? I live in San Francisco. I mean, I travel full time, but I have a job in SF and I've lived there for the last 10 years. So I say San Francisco. Bryce, Joel elsewhere, please. Hello, first time on your Wednesday chat, retired couple from the East Bay. Hi, shout out East Bay. If people want to know what my favorite kind of sushi is, I guess that could be self-care. I love all kinds of sushi. I love a good spicy tuna roll. I love salmon sashimi. I honestly love it all. I'm trying to think what other self-care things I do. Nails are a big one, definitely. Also, I don't know if this would be considered self-care, but I'm a big fan of calling friends and family while I'm on the road. Like often, most nights, not most nights, like a couple of nights a week while I'm on the road, I'll call people. And it's just like a really lovely way to end the night. Can you guys hear the rain? I don't know if you can hear the rain. Okay, we got neon going here. You guys, these neon nails are gonna glow like insane when I put the black light on it. Let me show you. So normal, and then you can it's insane. Here, let me put it back a little bit. Do you see that? It's so insane. Look at my teeth. Okay, let me read your questions. I'm getting distracted. Hold on, let me turn this off. Hello. Hello. There we go. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. I'm not sure if you remember, but I remember telling you that I live in a Chevy Cruze, which is a 4-door sedan. What's your recommendation for self-care? Probably just everything I've been saying. Like if you like doing nails, do nails. Prioritize parking maybe near a bathroom or by a gym for a couple days if you're during that time of the month, or if you're sick. Oh, another thing I can mention is anytime I'm sick for more than 3 days, I have a 3-day rule when I'm sick. Even if it's a little cold, I will check into a hotel room and treat myself to a hotel room night, a day and night, or more. Most of the time it's just one night, so that I can have a bathroom and a temperature controlled room, somewhere I can stand up and stretch. But the bathroom is the big one, and like shower a lot. So that's another self-care thing that I do. My mom said, I allow myself to spend a bit more on fresh local food and farmers markets as I travel. I love meeting the growers and eating the ripe bounty. Good for your body and soul. Absolutely. I totally agree. I absolutely love traveling, or I love doing the same, going to farmers markets as I travel. And that's also a self-care thing, like socially, like talking to people at the farmers market, you know. It is good for the soul, that's for sure. I'm gonna do one more layer of this neon color to really get it going, and then start applying the jewels and continue answering your questions, of course. I'm gonna be really sad if these nails don't turn out. This is the first time in months that I've tried the jewels, because typically they just fall off. Now I want to go to Reno because of this nail polish. I might go back to Reno next month. I don't know. Right now is a great time to be out in the desert. That's for sure. I'm very sad I'm not in the desert right now. Fasting and reflecting on the past week ups my self-care. Okay, yeah. Reflecting is good. Like I said earlier, I love journaling. That's a big self-care thing for me. Yeah, the rain. You guys can hear the rain. Yes. It's pouring right now. It's awesome. Love them with the black light. Awesome. Yes, I do my toenails too. I keep up with that. Roman and C said, I think I may have seen you before, never met, but I have been van life for about 5 years. That's awesome. Same here. Welcome. Also, we're about halfway through the live, so if everyone who's watching could give the live a thumbs up. I literally hate saying this, but it does help with the algorithm and just the live in general and the success of this live. If y'all could give me a quick thumbs up, that would be awesome. Toenails last so much longer. Yeah, definitely. I am currently on my third layer of the neon nail polish. And then I'll go on to the gems. Also, I'm sorry you guys can't really see me painting my nails. I did set up my big tripod before this live, trying to get some kind of an angle so that you guys can see me doing this, but there's no way. Like, I literally, it won't work because my space is so small. I would have to have you guys pushed back so far, and then I couldn't read the questions and like talk to you guys via the chat. So let me know if you would want a live maybe where I'm just like doing something like cooking or doing my nails, but I'm not talking to you. I feel like that would be weird because I mean, I would talk to you, but I wouldn't be able to read the questions because my phone would be so far away. Hope you stay warm in the rain. Yes, I am staying warm. What's your opinion on cryptids? Like the Wendigo, Bigfoot, Thunderbird, etc. They're real, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, I use face masks. That is another thing I love doing, specifically after a shower, because my skin is all like moist I don't know. It just feels good to do a face mask. I always forget to do it though. I will say I'm not a big face mask person, but I do love them. I was also looking for work. Any reference to places I should visit? Okay, you guys are talking about work. My favorite face masks are anything Korean or Japanese. So I'll go to Daiso or just like an Asian grocery store and go down there, like makeup aisle or whatever, and pick up a few sheet masks. I don't really have a favorite. Oh my god. For real though, as someone who lives pretty far up in Appalachia, I've had my fair share of encounters, and weirdly enough, a lot of them aren't as evil as most people really can understand. That's so crazy. Maybe I should have done this around Halloween, but I should have like a creepy stream where I talk about like the creepy experiences I've had while living in a van, and we can all just share our stories. Do you ever use the feet and hand masks? I have before, but they kind of weird me out. I don't personally love them. But also I think I'm gonna crack open my my little incense matches, my Goddess of Egypt. I'm waiting for my nails to dry a little bit more before I do this, but it reeks of nail polish in here right now, so I kind of want to do one of these. I'm trying to do this carefully so it doesn't mess my nails up. There we go. There we go. Me too, and after I take them off, I like the results, so I deal with it. Yeah, I feel that. That makes sense. This rain is making me sleepy. It's gonna be hard editing today. All I have to, like, the thing I have to do today is edit, which I thought that the rain would be nice, but now I'm like, I'm just gonna want to sleep. Okay, so we got neon nails going, and they are crazy in the black light. Absolutely psychotic. Like, absolutely. Look at that. That's so crazy. So we're gonna choose some, well, I'm gonna choose some gems to put on. I have all my gems in this tiny little heart container. And I also have this gem picker upper. So you pick up the gems on this side and then you place them on this side. So I'm going to choose a couple here. I'm not going to go crazy. But you know what? I say that every time and then I go psychotic. So, not sure. Oh, I also have nail glue that I'll use that I need to get out. If you've ever been wondering what's in my big sriracha tin, it's a lot of things, including my nail glue, which is in here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Let's see what people are saying. New sub. Nice. I love the nails. That color's awesome. Thank you. Sorry if this was asked before, but do you do everything on your phone or do you have a laptop as well? So I have a phone and laptop. I film everything on my phone, and I do my first cut, like initial edit on my phone on Premiere Rush, and then I export everything, export that project to Premiere Pro on my laptop, do final touches, final edits, and I queue my videos that way. Same with photos. I don't really shoot photos on my phone. I shoot them on my Camp Snap camera or my DSLR. and then I transfer everything to my laptop, do quick edits on my laptop, and queue it up that way. Hello, everyone. This is a very sleepy live. We're 35 minutes in. I would love to keep talking about self-care, but I'm also happy to answer other questions. Yes, I don't want to say where I am exactly right now because just for safety reasons, but yes, it's pouring rain right now. Yes, hot springs are self-care. Some people are so crazy. Oh my God, Dad, that was such a funny question. You should have left it asking about the cat litter. I'm kidding. That's so funny. But yeah, hot springs are totally self-care. Actually, thank you for bringing that up because that is true. And that's a big thing when it comes to van life and traveling, especially on the road. I love going to hot springs as I travel. Not only does hot water just feel really good, but it's also has a mineral content that is very healing, and I love it. I'm glad you brought that up. Right now I'm looking at my different gems and seeing what I want to add. It's so hard adding these tiny ass gems to my hands. But it's fun. So maybe it's a dilemma. One, two, three, four, 5. All right, I got 5 gems ready to go. Again, I haven't done gems on my nails in so long. I have this gem grip glue, and then I have this gem picker upper thing I'm going to use, and then I'm going to put a clear coat over that and then cure it with the black light or blue light or whatever the hell light, and pray they stay. Let me read what you guys are saying. How do you focus on self-care when camping? Same stuff I've been telling you. Like I love to do my nails once a week. I love to go on hikes. I swim in the rivers and lakes when it's warm enough. And I love to journal, stuff like that. I love setting up and being in a clean space, like having my van be clean on the inside when I'm camping helps a lot. And then I love setting up my hammock and taking naps in the hammock or reading in the hammock. That's a big self-care thing I love doing too. So for me, just chilling out, like I'm a big chiller. If I could just chill and knit and make art and frolic through fields, like that's the dream. What do you do? Like, what's your favorite activity or thing? I mean, traveling, I guess. I also love knitting, and I'm a fine artist, so art as well. Jess Jones said, do you have a heating pad to use in the van, or do you use something else like a hot water bottle? So I do not have a heating pad. Back when I was renting, I had a heating pad, and I loved sleeping with my heating pad, especially during that time of the month. But when I moved into the van, I didn't have the amount of like power to support a electric heating pad. So I did get a hot water bottle, but I never used it, and I ended up giving it to my mom. So no, I've never really needed or used it since living in the van. I do winter cold plunges. That's awesome. I know I can do cold plunges, but I've never done that before because I don't know if I can really handle it, to be totally honest. When I was camping with my mom, or caravanning, I should say, caravanning and camping with my mom recently, we found a really amazing, really cold lake. And sorry, I'm like super focused on this glue right now. Hold on. the lake was super, super cold, and I tried to take a dip, but it was so damn cold that I couldn't do it. And anyway, we were talking about cold plunges, and I just was telling my mom how I don't think I can do it. Okay, here's one gem. 1 out of 10. Done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I'm going to focus on this and then catch up on comments. I really, really freaking hope these gems stay this time, because they have never stayed, ever. But I feel like I'm doing it right this time, based on everyone's comments and my little research I've done. All right, so I got the 5 gems on just 1 per nail, and I'm gonna kind of let that dry a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna do the top coat and then the black light. All right, let me catch up on comments here. Enjoy the rain. Yes, I am enjoying the rain. Are you Vansgiving? I'm assuming you're asking if I'm doing a Vansgiving. I don't know, maybe. Roman NC said, I have a thick blanket and a small 1-burner stove. If needed, I use it for about 30 minutes. Only needed when it was like 50 below. 50 below, that's crazy. I will say, I do have a Covea Cupid heater. It's a butane heater. It's way, way, way smaller than a Mr. Buddy, and it totally packs a punch. I love it. Highly recommend the Covea Cupid heater. I believe it is in the description of all of my YouTube videos. There's a link to it. So if you're curious, you can buy that. They're amazing. How excited are you for the McRib? Wow, I'm stoked for the McRib. No, actually, I've literally never had the McRib, but people freak out about the McRib. Just Jones said, I use this rechargeable heating thing that I got on Amazon to use in the truck when my back hurts. I love it. Fits on your lower back. Has an elastic belt that snaps it so you can wear it too. I have seen those. I feel like if I end up wanting or really needing some kind of a heating pad, that is exactly what I will buy. Oh, Mom, I'm using the hot water bottle to warm my bed when I crawl, before I crawl in. It works great. The desert gets cold at night. Oh, that's so awesome. You can use it like that. Hell yeah. Let me know if your gems stay. I will let you know. I'm camera shy, but Phil, I have a nice camper setup. Any advice for confidence at your lowest? Ooh, any advice for confidence at your lowest? Don't give a shit what anyone says or thinks about you. Genuinely let everything slide and just do what you want. People love authenticity. So even if you share that in videos, like, I feel like shit, I don't like how I look or feel or whatever, people actually like that. So just be authentic. I think maybe just even honestly fake it till you make it is another good piece of advice I like to give people. That's something I do sometimes if I'm just not feeling my best. I don't know. I feel like I should let them, like, let the nail glue dry completely before I put the top coat on, don't you think? Asia Day Boise said, checking in on ya. How's your mental health while seasons change? I hope you're doing okay. I'm slowly fighting seasonal depression from hitting. Oh, thank you. I hope you're doing all right too. I'm doing good. Just trying to figure my shit out when it comes to YouTube and jobs and work, but otherwise I'm doing great. Seasonal depression is real, that's for sure. The rain sounds so soothing. Thank you. Dad said Covea butane heater is awesome, but since it's butane fueled, it won't work below freezing, so only good for mild cold temps above freezing. That is true. That is something to think about. That is also why a lot of people have the Mr. Buddy, because it's propane. I believe it's propane. So that is definitely something to think about and keep in mind. All right, I'm going to try to collect a couple gems for my other hand. It's so weird that this wax part picks up gems so easily. I don't really understand how and why it works so well, but it does. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, before I put my next set of gems on, I'll read a couple comments. I learned the hard way. Oh man. You were in below freezing and you tried to use the Covea Cupid? That's crazy. I don't remember when we were in below freezing. I have a way to store my button when cold works all the time, but I think it's because all the kind of bag and storage I have. When are you getting your puppy? Not anytime soon, unfortunately. I just don't have the time or money, or I'm not in a position right now to get a dog, unfortunately. I really want to stick to the self-care topic today, if you guys are okay with that. But to answer your question about work, so I have 2 jobs. I kind of have 3 jobs. I have YouTube full-time. I have a full-time in-person job in San Francisco that I haven't said exactly what it is yet for safety reasons. I will share that one day, I'm sure. And then also I am a freelance fine artist, and it totally depends on my mood as to what medium I'm kind of fixated on, and right now it is knitting. So I am actually about to start selling my knit goods on Etsy, which is super exciting. I'll let you guys know once those are up, but I'm hoping to have them up by the end of the month. All right, I'm gonna put these other gems on. Doing my right hand is the hardest. I hope you guys are enjoying the sound of the rain. I am loving it personally. It's also making me think I should make some more coffee after this. Another thing about the gem thing, like adding gems to my nails, is it makes my nail process extremely long, which I don't really mind. I kind of like spending tons of time on my nails, but it's a commitment. But yeah, if you guys have any self-care questions, please ask. Okay, got the other set on. I will let that start drying while I answer some of your guys' questions. Let's see what you guys are saying. 30 below indoors, California, ended in November several years ago. Jeez, that's crazy. I'm doing good. What's something new you added to self-care that you enjoy and something you haven't but want to do? Ooh, that's a good question. Something new I've added is, I mentioned it earlier, but I just got a solar shower for wild camping and having a shower while wild camping, and that's a total game changer. So that's been amazing. I feel like that could totally go into the category of self-care. And something I want to do future-wise. I mean, way in the future, I would love to have some kind of a home base. I don't really know where or what that would look like exactly. I would love it to be in the Bay Area, but I would love to have somewhere I can go in between traveling, or like if I want to just like hunker down for a little bit and have a physical place to do it where I know I can be because I own the place. I guess that would count as self-care, so something like that I would really love in the future. Shane Freeland said, day-to-day relationships. How often do you run into other van lifers / nomads? What's that experience been like? So I don't run across them that often unless I'm in the desert or in places where like a ton of nomads are. And I love it. I love running across other folks that live and travel in their rigs. And I tend to get along with them because we're doing the same thing. But it's not super often. It tends to be during the winter in the desert when everyone's near Quartzsite and stuff in Ehrenberg. Ooh, someone asked, what are your best places to park for meditation? I feel because my rig is pretty private, I can park anywhere and be comfortable. That's awesome. I mean, I feel like it depends on what you prefer as far as as far as the environment goes for meditation. I assume you would want a quiet place. So, I mean, for me, if I want to like meditate and journal and hang out, I really like parking by rivers or flowing water with the sound of the water and setting up my hammock and just chilling. The rain is natural lo-fi. I love it. Awesome. Wondermore asked, do you get lonely in your van? No, I don't really get lonely in my van. In fact, like feeling lonely and being lonely, I think is a topic that would be really good for a live. But no, I don't really get lonely in my van. And if I do, I have ways I combat it, such as calling friends or going to a bar. Right now I'm sober, but I love an NA beer, and I will just go sit at a bar with my journal in case no one wants to talk to me, but I will go there with the intention of talking to people and just making friends, and that really helps combat the loneliness. Or I'll go on a hike and just get really introspective in my brain, but sometimes that can just make me spiral if I'm feeling lonely and then go for a hike, you know? So it just totally depends. Let's see, what are people saying? Xmas Baby's Adventures. Hi, Asia, I'm late due to a work meeting, but I'm hoping you are feeling better. Oh, thank you. I am feeling better. Yeah, I forgot last week I was feeling kind of sick. I'm feeling much better now, thank God. Jess Jones said, do you prefer to be with big groups or alone more? People can stress me out sometimes. Totally. So I am absolutely an extrovert, but I recharge alone. So there's that. And then when it comes to big groups or smaller groups, I don't really have a preference. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling, but I love a big group and then I love a small group. Shane Freeland said, does your body let you truly rest when you're on the road? If so, how long did that take before you felt comfortable after beginning this lifestyle? That's a good question. I feel like it took me at least a couple months, maybe 6 months of being on the road and living in the van full time until I could actually truly rest and have like good night sleeps. So it took probably half a year. And it also didn't help that I didn't have all of my systems totally down yet in the van because I had just moved into the van. So like my cooking setup and all my different setups, I didn't have them like perfectly squared away like I do now. And now that I have all my systems figured out in the van, whether I'm stealth camping or wild camping, that helps my mind and body rest a lot as well, knowing everything's set up and good to go. Not to mention just like living and traveling and sleeping in a vehicle is super alternative, and excuse me, it feels really weird initially. My rig has nothing hanging on the outside. Looks like a regular grandma's car besides a 0% tent. Nice. Some people are stressful, like managing and working in a warehouse. Easy money. True. Yeah, people can be very stressful, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to put this clear coat on and then do the black light, and hopefully these gems will stay on. I don't think that the glue has totally dried. Maybe I should have done, you know what? I'm probably going to get comments about this. After I put the gems on, I should have done the black light and then clear coat and then black light again. So maybe I did mess up. But this is what I'm doing now, and hopefully it'll work fine. So I'm doing the clear coat right now on everything. And then I'm going to do the black light. I'm just going to zap the hell out of my nails. And then I'll have to end the live, which is kind of sad. But ask me anything about self-care you guys might want to know. And again, if you're watching this after it's been posted and you have a question, please feel free and ask in the comments below, and I'll read it and answer it for you. Okay, the clear coat is on. I'm gonna let that dry for a second, or maybe I should immediately put the black light on it. I don't know. Maybe I'll immediately put the black light on it. Okay, we're black lighting it. Also, there's a timer. Oh, it like hurts my eyes to look at. Oh my God. Okay, one done. Oh, Shane Freeland asks, how self-conscious did you feel when making this change? Do you feel at peace, or does it creep up on you from time to time? That's a good question. I feel like maybe initially I felt kind of self-conscious. I'm like, hey, friends and family, I'm moving into a van. But it wasn't that bad. I don't know. I'm a big fan of traveling, and I feel like everyone knew it's like one of the best and most like cheapest ways to travel, I feel like, is by doing it in your van. So I don't know. I didn't feel like super self-conscious. Maybe it helps that my whole freaking family was doing it before me, and I also traveled with my mom before getting my own van and doing it, but no, I didn't feel very self-conscious initially. I probably would have if my family was like super against it. Maybe I would have felt like more like I'm really messing up or something, but no. Little steps make a big difference. Do you meditate? I should meditate more. I don't meditate enough, but yeah, sometimes I do. Meditation is really good. Absolutely. This thing is crazy, isn't it? I don't know if this does anything. I can kind of feel the heat, weirdly. I also, do you guys know Bailey Sarian on YouTube? I love her, and I love listening to her dark history podcast while I'm driving. So anyway, I think it's an older podcast, but I recently listened to her podcast talking about beauty products that are actually not good for you and could have long-lasting detrimental effects. And literally one of the things was this, like a black light or whatever, or blue light or whatever it's called, on your nails at a salon can lead to cancer, which, like, a lot of things probably can lead to cancer, but like that freaked me out because I was like, oh my God, I use that sometimes on myself. And then once upon a time, one time ever, I got my nails done. Like, I got acrylic nails. So, and like, so I was like putting my nails or my fingers properly into the blacklight thing. But yeah, Bailey Sarian, yes, I love her. She's so good. She's so cute. And I love her podcast and just like her videos in general. Black lights have heat and UV can be dangerous if there's enough voltage and power behind it damn near like using a laser. Oh wow. It is super cozy being in the van listening to the rain. Yes, I love it. All right, one finger left. One thing I like about this is even though it's one finger at a time, there's a timer here. You can kind of see it. It's timing down. And so it'll time. And I typically just do one pass, but maybe I'll do 2 passes. Yeah, ask me anything, guys. I'm going to do one more pass of the black light on my nails, and then I'm going to wrap the live. So honestly, even if it's off topic, you can ask me anything. Yeah, true crime, not history, but I like listening to her. I know, I love Bailey Sarian. Also, Bailey Sarian, years ago, maybe it was like last year or something, she came out with her own nail polish. She also has come out and like collabed with companies for like makeup, but I remember really wanting her nail polish. Do you listen to music a lot? If so, what do you like? I love listening to music. I listen to music constantly, pretty much. I love anything. I love pretty much every genre except country. I'm not a big country fan. I do have my Spotify linked to my what is it called? Linktree on my Instagram bio. So if you want to take a peek at my Instagram and click on my Linktree, you can listen to what I've been listening to. I actually make one playlist a year. So right now you could listen to what I've been listening to this year so far. Yes, I finished my sweater. It's very exciting. All I have to do is I have to knit the collar, and that's it. It looks really good. I did finish it. I'm so excited for you guys to see. I was also mentioning earlier that I'm going to start my Etsy soon. I'm hoping to start my Etsy by the end of this month, which is super exciting, so I can sell my knit goods. And yeah, basically I just need to start the Etsy, and I need to take photos of everything that I've knit. I will say, you guys, I think I might only have one sweater to sell, hopefully more. But I think I'm going to keep my original Eat Shit sweater for myself because I like it and I've also worn it a bunch. And then so I might only have one sweater to sell, but I'm going to have a ton of knit bags to sell, like lots of knit bags. And then I'll work on a bunch of knit sweaters, hopefully, to put up. It just takes so long for me to make a sweater that's why I'm only going to have probably one. But yes. Can't wait to see a sweater. Hell yeah. Maybe a life for the future. What your ink means to you. Oh, like my tattoos. I've been thinking about actually doing a tattoo video. Favorite hot springs. I don't know. I can't think of them at the top of my head. But there's a hot spring app. I forgot what it's called. I don't have it. So that's not going to be helpful. But there's a hot spring app you can look up, and it just has like a map of the US with a bunch of pins, and all of the pins are hot springs. Roman NC said, kind of off topic, but do you know one of the programs for military studies is studying people like us that do van life and nomad living to better understand the products in the world to better. Whoa, that's cool. I didn't know that. I should talk to my brother about that because he's in the Army. Tattoo vid. Okay, yeah, I should do a tattoo video. Oh, thanks for asking about my brother. He's doing good. He's deployed right now, but he's really enjoying his job in the Army. So I think he's doing really well. I talk to him as much as I can. He's on the complete opposite side of the world, so our time zones are super off. But yes, he's doing really, really good. Okay, these feel pretty good. I'm kind of scared they're gonna fall off. But I did everything I think to the book, including the black light. So I think I'm gonna wrap the live soon. Much love to my brother. Thank you. Thumbnail fully healed. Pretty much. It still has a weird warpy end, like edge, you can kind of see. So it's not perfect. Like if I show my two thumbnails, this is the one that was messed up. I don't know. You can see it hasn't like grown back totally yet. So it's going to be like a good 6 months before it's totally healed. But yes, it's getting there. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the live, guys. Thank you for joining me. I can't believe, although I can, but I can't believe it took an hour for me to do these nails. They better freaking stay. They feel pretty good so far. I'm just not going to touch them for like 20 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I think I have a couple other live topic ideas that you guys said in the comments. So I'm glad you, please suggest anytime, live topics for me. So yes, thank you for watching. And I have a new video being posted tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Wednesday for the live and then Friday for my normal videos.